Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place. And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comment section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets. I'm Janquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
News update right now at 6:30. Live pictures here of a DeKalb County Valero gas station where there's a shooting investigation underway. Now, police on the scene tell us one person is dead. This is happening on Gander Road in Decatur. We're working to...
Woo! I told you guys how hot DeKalb County was. Y'all didn't want to believe me. Shootings at the gas station. A lot of times, these little super gremlins are waiting at the gas station to catch you slipping. And, I mean, you can't go nowhere in DeKalb County, man. These super gremlins are on demon time.
Confirmed that this started as some kind of dispute between a customer and a man that cleans the property. We'll keep you up to date, of course, with...
Dang. The customers are getting in a shootout with the help. And a lot of times these guys that clean the property, a lot of times, not all the time, but a lot of times they are crackheads and they clean the property for like pennies on the dollar. Give a crackhead $5, he'll make sure that the lot is clean, whatever, just so he can get his fix. That's how business is done in Georgia, okay? And this is not just DeKalb County. This is pretty much everywhere, you know, maybe not at the racetrack or the Quick Trip, but these little Valeros and BPs and Shells, like you will oftentimes see crackheads just, you know, kicking it outside with a bag of chips in Arizona. And, you know, they're picking up after customers who come through.
With any new information we receive.
Actions could be on the way for recording studios in the city of East Point. The call to action follows the mother of a young mother of 3 at a recording studio on Friday. Channel 2's Audrey Washington is live on the Bell Avenue where it happened. Audrey, the city's attorney is now getting involved.
Right, that's what I learned today. Let me walk you through it. The latest shooting happened right here at this recording studio behind me. Now, just last month, another shooting happened at another recording studio.
Oh, guys, so the super gremlin rappers are at it again, and they shooting up the recording studios, and it's stopping a lot of people's hustle, okay? And believe it or not, there are some people out here who are really focused on music, and they really want to get into the music industry the right way. But it's hard to focus when you're continuously in the studio and every time you pull up, it's getting shot up.
This shooting happened right here at this recording studio behind me. Now, just last month, another shooting happened at another recording studio just a few miles away in that direction. Now, the city plans to take action.
It's a sad situation.
Marilyn Rose says she heard the commotion coming from this recording studio on Bell Avenue Friday evening.
I heard a few bullets.
Next, East Point police showed up. When they got inside, they found 26-year-old Tanasia Conwell. Someone shot her and then simply took off.
Wow. So Tanasia was in the studio chilling with the hood boogers and super gremlins, and she got shot. Okay. And like I told you guys before, women, children, it doesn't matter. These super gremlins are on demon time.
Paramedics rushed the young mother of 3 to the hospital where she later died.
If you sit around and you know this man and you don't turn him in, you a sucker like everybody else.
Family.
Okay. So I rock with the message from the sister. She said, if you sitting around and you know this man and you was in the studio with this man and you passed him a blunt, you popped a perk with him, you mixed Somali water with him, okay? And you don't turn him in, you a sucker. But we all know that the no snitching policy is in full effect. Even the engineer, they probably had a white engineer in the studio and he's not telling because he knows that he will have to fear for his life for snitching on a super gremlin on demon time.
Conwell. Someone shot her and then simply took off. Paramedics rushed the young mother of 3 to the hospital where she later died.
If you sit around and you know this man and you don't turn him in, you a sucker like everybody else.
Family and friends held a vigil for Conwell as police searched for the killer.
You will receive justice. I've prayed on this, and God is going to see to it that you receive justice. And I pray that it's swift. The gun violence has got to stop. Too many lives are being lost.
Last month,
The gun violence, the gun violence, the gun violence. It's not going to change if y'all keep calling it gun violence. No. These are super gremlins on demon time.
we told you about a shooting at another recording studio here in East Point. Police found a man shot dead inside a studio on Cleveland Avenue. The suspect in that case is in police custody. Monday, city officials told me the police chief and the mayor are now working with the city's attorney to see if any restrictions can be put in place at area recording studios to hinder the violence. Does it make you feel safer knowing that they're looking into that?
Yes, it does.
Damn, was Marilyn in the trap in the studio laying down a verse? Was Marilyn in the trap? Did they invite? She was a witness. Okay, was she dropping some bars?
That they're looking into that?
Yes, it does.
And back out here live where police have not yet said whether this latest studio shooting is in any way connected to the one that happened on Cleveland Avenue. As for the victim in this case, the family says she was an innocent bystander. And we are live here in East Point tonight. Audrey Washington, Channel 2 Action.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Medgar Evers, and it's a very tranquil scene compared to just a couple hours ago where a drive-by shooting
just took place. Excuse me, I'm getting live updates as we speak. I've just been updated to the amount of casualties from this drive-by shooting, and I'm getting reports that 2 people were actually declared deceased and 27 others were shot and injured, but are in stable condition. And although we must pray for the families of the fallen, we must also praise God for the aim of the super gremlin. If you want to know more about the victims of this crime, make sure you add BGZM News 17 on Patreon at www.patreon.com/blackgenzmindset. Also, don't forget to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and comment on the video to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this gun violence in the streets. For more hard-hitting news coverage from the community, by the community, I'm Janquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
And cut.
All right, dog. Let's get the out of here before these niggas come back.
Whoa.
Yo,
Whoa.
ain't that nigga J?
Nah, that ain't me. That ain't
He
me.
just went live
That
with
ain't
that
me.
funky ass suit on.
That's that nigga. That's not me.
Hey, get that nigga.
Janquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia. Pray for me.
Another violent weekend here in Metro Atlanta. South Fulton Police responding to a deadly shooting at a popular park at the exact same time the park was hosting an anti-violence rally.
Oh, God, you cannot make this stuff up. And if my voice is a little different, I can't say demon time as well as I'd like. It's because, you know, I'm a little under the weather, but I'm fighting it. I got my tea right here, and I got my water, and I got my Gatorade. So
We gonna knock this whole thing out. You know, the super gremlins can't hold me down, and we gonna keep grinding. But the fact that they shot up the anti-violence rally, what does that tell you about these super gremlins, man? Seriously, what does that tell you? Okay, like we talk about the community and us back in the community and being behind the community and all this stuff, and we shooting up the anti-violence rally.
And another shooting, leaving 5 teens hurt right across the street from one of the city's most popular places, Centennial Park. Police still trying to figure out who fired all those shots. Ashley Lincoln joining us now live from that scene after speaking with police and residents about the concerns with this type of crime. Ashley?
That's right, Justin. A lot of concern coming tonight. This scene here across from Centennial Park is one of several scenes that have unfolded this weekend. Residents say that they have a concern about this brazen uptick in violent crimes that we're seeing on Atlanta streets.
It is tragic what happened today.
It's gunfire that echoed throughout Welcome All Park Sunday.
As soon as I got finished speaking, I heard gunshots.
In one of the city's biggest tourism districts.
That there was a shooting, they heard about 20 shots.
Sunday afternoon, South Fulton police were called to Welcome All Park after they say a man was shot and killed at the park after an argument.
I walked over and there was a young man laying on the ground, slumped over in a pool of blood.
Councilwoman Helen Willis says the shooting happened.
Oh, say less.
This rally was happening at the same park.
And I told you guys, man, if it's a large gathering of super gremlins, you might as well chalk it up to the game. It's a dub. It's OV. You don't want to be in the vicinity. And it's unfortunate that we as a community cannot gather and cannot come together in peace. Okay? That's the worst part about it. I always speak about what we have in the community. We have a sickness called want to be invited to the cookout syndrome. But wanting to be invited to the cookout can get you shot up.
Violence must stop.
In the mix of what we're stopping the violence, this happens.
And in downtown, Atlanta police are investigating after a dead body was dropped off at Grady with a gunshot wound on Sunday.
These kids are killing each other and nobody's saying anything.
Whoa, 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 whoa. They're not just kids, man. They're super team gremlins on demon time. And of course, nobody's saying anything, bro. I don't see how the old heads don't know this. The street code is in full effect. You guys are the one who ushered in the street code. Yes, I'm talking to the old heads, the elders in the community. Y'all are the ones who created this street code, no snitching. And yes, they're killing each other and nobody's saying anything. So yes, you're right. But at the end of the day, who's to blame for that? And y'all will be the same ones out here. No justice, no peace. You ain't got no marches. You're at an anti-violence rally. Somebody gets shot and killed. And the next day, y'all are not out here marching with BLM flags. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I ain't gonna lie, man. The community fake as hell, bruh.
Body was dropped off at Grady with a gunshot wound on Sunday.
These kids are killing each other and nobody's saying anything.
And Atlanta police are still investigating Saturday's shooting that injured 5 teens near Centennial Olympic Park.
These kids last night had a shootout on scooters.
And guys, we're going to break down the scooters. We are going to break down the scooters. If you guys are not aware, there are young super gremlins who are riding on scooters in the city of Atlanta. And yes, absolutely, they are sagging their pants. You can see their draws. And you can also see the extendo clips hanging out of their pants. So there are young super gremlins who are on scooters and they're doing scoot by shootings. I'm not even gonna call it a drive by. It's a scoot by shooting. Okay, you heard it first here on BGZN News 17.
And when one of them got shot, he took his gun and carjacked somebody to get a ride to the hospital. What have we turned into?
Bruce Griggs.
You heard him. He said, what have we turned into? And I got the answer for you, brother. We've turned into super gremlins. on demon time.
Has more than 20 years experience in violence prevention amongst teens. He says this type of violence is at a high he's never seen before.
It's the worst I've seen, and the frightening part is I can see what's coming.
He said it's the worst he's seen, and the frightening part is he could see what's coming. And then you got these idiots in my comments. Well, statistically the crime is down, and we ain't really doing that much. And why are you talking about your own people? And why you don't talk about January 6th? Oh, okay.
Numbers from the Gun Violence Archive revealed death and injuries related to gun violence amongst teens increased from 126 reported across Georgia in 2020, 148 in 2021, and for this year, 59 have been reported.
We continue to not invest in these children, it's going to get bad. It's going to spread. It's already spread everywhere.
Invest in the children. Look, I'm gonna tell you what, it's really no investing in these super gremlins when they mamas just keep popping out babies. One of their kids die, they having a baby next month.
Ashley, back with us now live. Do we know where police stand with some of those cases?
Yeah, we did find with the South Fulton situation that happened today that they did take a person of interest in custody. Here in Atlanta, police say that they are still investigating that body that was dropped off at Grady for an autopsy to determine the identity of that individual. Here at Centennial Park, we do know police say that they are still investigating, have not announced if any arrests have been made in this situation. I did get an update from police this afternoon about safety in this area. They did tell us that they have beefed up patrol around here, and we have noticed more police officers cruising this area, but still a lot of concern tonight when we're talking about this type of gun violence, especially involving teenagers, Justin.
Yeah, such a scary thing down there in such a popular area. Thank you, Ashley. New developments tonight in the shooting death of a young mother. Police now say they believe she knew the shooter. Channel 2 Action News was the only station at a vigil for the victim last night in Southwest Atlanta. The family gave us a photo of 26-year-old Tanasia Conwell. Someone shot and killed her on Nabel Avenue in East Point Friday night. Police have not said if they have a suspect.
Channel 2 Action News was in Buckhead today for this. Governor Brian Kemp signing several bills aimed at curbing the recent rise in violent crime across Georgia.
Woo! So this is big. This is monumental. Governor Kemp, shout out to Governor Kemp. He is drafting a crime bill, okay? He's had enough of these super gremlins on demon time. And he's ready to go, man. He's ready to do whatever it takes. And that starts in the courtrooms. That starts by drafting legislation. And that starts by getting bills passed. All right. And that's exactly what he's doing.
This comes the same day as he picked up a key endorsement from the NRA for the Republican nomination for governor. Channel 2's Richard Elliott live now in Buckhead. And Richard, there was another fight involving gunfire just 2 hours before the governor actually signed those bills.
Wow. So the super gremlins got to fighting right around the area where he is signing these new crime bills. And they shot it up. Shocking. I mean, look at the irony, man.
And that fight happened right here at this gas station along Far Road at Grandview Avenue. No one was seriously hurt, and it was literally right here just a few hours ago that Kemp's chief rival, GOP rival, David Perdue, criticized the governor for not acting sooner.
I am announcing today and providing to the governor an official letter of endorsement endorsing Governor Brian Kemp.
That's NRA board member and former Georgia Congressman Bob Barr announcing the National Rifle Association was giving its endorsement to Brian Kemp. It's seen as a key endorsement as Kemp is trying to appeal to the base of the Republican Party as he seeks the nomination for governor.
A key component of public safety lies in the individual's right to defend themselves and their family. That's why our founders enshrined the right to keep and bear arms in our Constitution.
Just hours earlier, Kemp was in Buckhead to sign into law 7 bills he says will help law enforcement go after crime. One bill increases penalties for those caught fleeing and eluding police. Another creates a statewide gang prosecution unit.
So if you resist arrest, you flee and try and elude police, you're going to get an enhancement. He's also got legislation to go after the gangs. Okay. So this is a big deal because we got a lot of gangs in Atlanta. All right. I've covered the feud between YSN and YSL. And this is a real thing. Bodies have dropped over it. We've got rappers in prison over it. So, I mean, essentially, he's doing what needs to be done.
It all happened just 3 blocks and 2 hours from the scene of more violence in Buckhead. Police say a fight near a Far Road gas station led to gunfire. Several people were detained, but no one was seriously hurt.
What happened here this morning is just unnecessary. It's a tragedy, and we need to get it stopped.
And just hours after those bill signings, Kemp's chief GOP rival, former Senator David Perdue, held a news conference at that gas station to criticize the governor's approach on crime. He wondered why it took so long to get those 7 bills passed.
I know he signed a bunch of things into law today, but the problem is, where's that been all year? Where's that been for the last 4 years?
Well, it takes time, man. It takes time, okay? And it hasn't gotten as bad. It hasn't gotten this bad in the, I wouldn't even give it the last 4 years. I was like in 2018, 2019, we were pretty good. Like we were on a downward trajectory when it comes to the crime in the A. But once the CV hit and the Poosh Shiesty mask went into full effect, the BLM movement, George Floyd, Rashard Brooks, all these things occurred. The Super Gremlins got emboldened. So this is, I'm not going to say it's a new issue, but it's been amped up significantly since all these prison reform, bail reform. They did the bail reform for misdemeanor crimes in Atlanta, passed by Keisha Lance Bottom, the former mayor. So she contributed to the increase in crime as well. So this has been a process, and it really hasn't escalated up until now. So to pass this bill, 4 years ago would, in 2018, that would be pretty premature, from my opinion.
It's time to make this stuff stop.
Kemp will head down to Middle Georgia tomorrow. His office says not for a campaign event, but for a big economic announcement. And we are told he will be joined there by former Georgia Governor Sonny Perdue, David Perdue's cousin. We are live in Buckhead. Richard Elliott, Channel 2 Action News.
So here's some things you need to know. Today's the last day to register to vote in the primary election. The race doesn't just include the governor's race. It also includes lieutenant governor, U.S. Senate, and Secretary of State. About 7.7 million voters have already registered. We posted a link where you can check if you're registered on our website, WSBTV.com. Just click on links menu.
Gang violence and other kind of violence. Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I could still get shot by the police. I could get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, YouTube? It's the Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's get into the video. All right, guys. So we're going to break down this Megan Thee Stallion situation. We're just going to break down the interview. I may or may not take this down afterwards, put it on Patreon, because, you know, I might get hit with the copyright strike and all that kind of stuff. So not really trying to deal with all that. But I appreciate everybody who has tuned in into the show for coming. We thank you guys for your service. You know, hit that super trap, hit that Cash App, hit that PayPal. Because we're going to go in. We're going to go in. And the thing with Meg Thee Stallion, for those of you that don't know who she is, we're just going to do a little quick bio by going to her Instagram. She's a rap female artist. You know, pretty much like one of the freak type. Like she talks about freaky stuff and you know, sexualizing women and all that kind of stuff. So I mean, but it's supposed to be female empowerment. Okay. And this is why I always say, man, the women are the main ones who are doing the objectifying. Especially if you listen to her lyrics. And me personally, like she be snapping on some verses. So I'm not a fan, but you know, I don't mind the music. I don't mind the music. I like music. I like hip hop music. So it doesn't bother me that she's doing her thing, but she definitely is leaning on like the slutty vibe, obviously. The big old freak type vibe. It's pretty funny. But I do want to ask you guys, okay? I do want to ask you guys, what do you personally rate Megan Thee Stallion? That's how we gonna start this motherfucker off with. Then we're gonna break down the Gayle King interview and all that kind of stuff. But what do you rate Meg Thee Stallion? Because I think she's fine, honestly. Okay, and this is dangerous. Okay, when it comes to I'll say it's dangerous when it comes to like the industry shit because okay, she's pushing like the freak shit and allegedly she's been passed around the industry. We're not gonna get into all that, but she's very promiscuous in the industry. So you know, she's out here, okay? She's in these streets. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a poll. What do you rate Meg Thee Stallion? Me personally, I give her a good 6. I give her a good 6. Okay. So let's see. Let me see. All right, they don't have many options. Okay, this is what I'll do. 2, 4. So they got 4 options. All right, here we go. 3, 4, 6. Let's go 7 through 9, and then let's do it at 10. All right, cool. All right, so we are asking, what do you rate her? I just put the poll up. We will come back to the poll and see what the fuck we got going on. But obviously, I think she's super sexy, very attractive. I'll give her a 6 overall. You know, because we got the plain face, very clear skin, full lips, symmetrical face, plus the body, and this is no makeup. Yeah, I'm going. Okay, I'm going. So yeah, I'll give her a 6. I'll give her a 6. That's pretty solid. I think she could possibly get up to the 7 range. But yeah, I think she's like a 6, 7-ish. Okay. And she could also, you know, improve maybe. Okay. Let's see. All right, so definitely she looks like she's in shape. Stomach is I need a little more tone. You know what I mean? But personally, yeah, I'm rocking with it. I'll give her a solid. You know what? I'm gonna come up to the 7. I'll give her a solid 7. So now that we got that out the way, hip hop artist, whatever, you already know what it is. She speaks on like the female empowerment freaky shit. But she has gotten into an altercation with another artist who we're gonna look up his Instagram, Tory Lanez. All right, and just for reference, allegedly they had a relationship. She has denied it. He has put it out on Front Street, and then I believe her friend her friend also exposed that, yes, they did have a sexual relationship. Okay, so here's Tory Lanez. Basically swagged out hip-hop artist, whatnot. And on the real, he is very talented. Okay, I think personally he is a lot more talented than Meg Thee Stallion when it comes to lyrical ability, and his voice. Pause, but that nigga be singing, and he is he's like R&B, hip hop, probably one of the more talented guys in the industry. The issue is that apparently he allegedly shot Meg Thee Stallion. Okay, so what happened was, allegedly they went to and this whole video is alleged. I'm just gonna put that out there. I ain't trying to get sued. All right, but they went to Kylie Jenner's party. Meg Thee Stallion got drunk. She was wilding. She was asked to leave, or as so she says, she was ready to go home, but reports are saying that she actually got kicked out. And he wasn't ready to leave. I guess she begged him to leave because they were involved. So they leave with some friends and a bodyguard in the car, or a driver. And the driver / bodyguard was armed. That's where the firearm comes into play. So if I was him, I'd be pissed that, they're out here running ballistics on my gun and getting evidence off of my gun, and I'm a legal owner, and y'all got my firearm involved in this mess. I'm gonna be tight about that. That's just me personally, because I don't like being involved in shit like this. But apparently he is alleged to have clapped her. All right, he's alleged to have shot her in the foot. There are conflicting stories. People are saying that she had kicked the windows in the car because she wanted to get out of the car. And she was trying to kick the windows and kick out the windows, and her foot was bleeding. So who knows what happened in that car? Me personally, knowing these niggas, allegedly he told her dance bitch and shot through the sunroof or out the window. I have seen that Meg Thee Stallion has lied about certain things. Maybe didn't report the story, how it actually went down. But this is what I'll say. I would not put it past these niggas, okay? I am not going to be the nigga who's like, oh, well, this is just the female narrative to go against the black man. Man, look. Me personally, just knowing how these niggas think, just knowing like the atrocities that are happening in the community now, and knowing that the fact that these niggas don't give a fuck, women, children, these niggas will shoot anybody. I'm not putting it past him, okay? Especially when it comes to these rap artists and whatnot. They try and prove they're gangsta. Plus, people are gonna say that, oh, he has a Napoleon complex, short man syndrome. All these factors go into play, okay? But all in all, he is very talented. So if he did do this, it's a shame. It's a waste of talent. But if he didn't do this, then she is definitely a very evil, vindictive type woman, okay? All right, so now that that's being said, I don't know who did what, okay? Me personally, like I said, I would not put it past these niggas. That's just me. I would not put it past these niggas, okay? I know what goes down in the community. There is a lot of abuse, all right? There's a lot of abuse from the female side, too. And apparently, Meg Thee Stallion was a belligerent drunk, is a belligerent drunk. there have been multiple reports that come out. It's not just me saying that. There have been multiple accounts that, yes, she is a hot girl. She does hot shit. She likes to get fucked up, and she likes to have sex and do all of these, like, pretty much modern woman shit. I mean, most of these modern women are like that, okay? So it's not, I'm not singling her out by saying that she likes getting fucked up and fucking, you know, men who are pretty much, you know, clouded up, okay? Most of these chicks is doing that now, all right? So I'm not going to be the one to just give her the benefit of the doubt too and say, "Oh, well, she had no wrongdoing in it." Now, did she provoke herself to be shot? I don't know. Apparently there was a struggle with the weapon in the vehicle. You know, and she's saying that he deliberately shot at her foot, aimed at her feet, and said, "Dance, bitch, dance." So we don't know exactly what is going on. All right, but I do have a super trap from Performa20. He puts $20 on it. He says, just showing up to the stream, but shout out to Gen Z. Let's get these likes up. Much love, fam. Love your commentary.
Hold on. Hello? Where we at? Oh, you want to know where I'm at? We outside!
Hey, shout out to Proformer20. He is always putting something on that super trap. So we appreciate you. We already know he's definitely outside. But like I said, man, I would definitely consider Meg Thee Stallion a bad bitch. Okay, she has definitely earned that when it comes to her earning potential, her lyrical ability, especially if she's writing all her bars. You know, if she is writing all of her music, which I don't know, okay, I haven't looked at the credits, but if she's writing all her music, I would say that she's better than Cardi B. Seriously. Like, that's just my opinion. And, you know, I'm into the hip hop space. I'm into the hip hop world, even though we know that it can be very detrimental. But I love the art form, and I wish that we could practice this art form without being violent. But it seems like the two just are hand in hand, okay? And with one comes the other, and I've accepted that in my life, and, you know, try and move forward. But Meg Thee Stallion, she is alleging that Tory Lanez shot her, okay? And that's where we are with it. I wanted to give you guys a brief synopsis. Niggas is saying she's not writing her music. Okay, that's fine. I'm just saying if she is writing her music, then I think that she's definitely better than Cardi B in that regard. But you know, pretty much all them hoes, they really do got bars. I've never been one to outwardly hate on the female rappers because I like female rappers, you know. I don't have them in my Rolodex. They ain't in my playlist. But I like the reaction that the women have in the club when certain songs go off, because when Big Ol' Freak goes off, I know for a fact that I'm about to get some twerk, okay? And in this day and age, you know, it is harder, I will say, to get twerk out in the clubs, because most of the time it's hoes dancing on hoes, all right? Most of the time it's hoes that, like, that's another thing that kind of, I don't know if I can't attribute that to female rappers, but they've definitely created a trend where the women no longer really want dance on the men. Now, sometimes they do, but from my experience, what I'm seeing the majority of the time, you're going to have to get behind another chick who's twerking on another chick. Like, you can't get it. Even if the girl that you want to get twerk from, you can't split their twerk, because then they're going to be like, oh my God, a man, da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? You have to get behind the one who's getting the twerk. And then if she likes it, they look back, and then if they fucking with you, they keep twerking. If they're not, then they walk away. Okay. That's really how it is. That's the game. I I don't know what other people are talking about when they talk about, oh, well, it really ain't that. Look, bro, if you are not in the clubs, you don't see what the fuck is going on. You have no idea what's going on. But anyways, shout out to Sick Lid with the $10 super trap. He says, better than Cardi B. You done effed up now. Cash me outside, son.
Oh, say less.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I do think like her songs definitely hit harder than Cardi B songs. That's just me personally. But anyways, we were gonna get into this interview that she had with Gayle King. We're gonna break it down. I've pretty much given you guys a full background on what's going on with this situation. So we're gonna break it down. Is there anything that I'm missing? I'm just trying to think. Let me see if Meg Thee Stallion has tattoos, because let's see. I don't see any tattoos. I do not see any tattoos. Yeah, so okay. So that's another question that we can ask. Who looks better? Damn. Okay. We got the poll back. I'm about to end the poll. We got 35 votes on the poll. Let me get a sip of water first. Goddamn. Okay. We got the poll that says, what do you rate Meg Thee Stallion? We ended the poll, and the results are 1 through 3. 51% says she's a 1 through 3. 28% say she's a 4 through 6. 17% say she's a 7 through 9. And 10% say, or 2% say that she's a 10. Okay. So most people think that she's a 1 through 3. I can't do that to her, man. I think she's attractive. She's tall, clear skin. Looks like, she's keeping herself in shape. Just graduated from Texas Southern University. So she's a strong, intelligent, well, quasi-intelligent, because these colleges are not what they used to be. Strong Black woman. Okay. So I can't give her the 1 through 3. I'll be in that 17% that say she's, well, I wouldn't want to say 7 through 9, and I wouldn't want to say 4 through 6. So, I mean, I already said 7. I think she's a 7. She's sitting pretty at a 7 or 6 through 7, I would say. So that's just my opinion. But let's ask another poll. Who looks better, Meg Thee Stallion or Cardi B? It looks like Meg Thee Stallion does not have any tattoos, which is very attractive to me. I don't like tattoos on women. That's just my personal preference. So let's see who looks better, Meg Thee Stallion or Cardi B. Meg, Cardi. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I've seen Cardi B without makeup. She's not hot to me. And in the surgery, and then she's not natural. Meg Thee Stallion is natural. Tats on women is not attractive at all. It's a big turnoff for me. I just don't like it, man. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like it. All right. But anyways, let's get into this interview. Hopefully they'll hit me with a copyright strike. If so, then we'll just remove it off the screen. But let's get into it, man. Fuck it. All right. And when the music comes up, I am gonna have to mute it. All right, because I don't want to get hit with those.
I've been like this all my life.
All right, the music came up real quick.
I've always been loud.
Okay, so she said, I've been like this all my life. I've always been confident. I've always been loud. Okay. I do want to break this down from like a dating perspective as well, because I think that's important. Right now, she has a man. Her man is this other artist called Party Fontaine. He does. I've never heard any of his music, but obviously she's doing a lot better in life than he is. That doesn't mean that you know, they don't have a good relationship and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, her career is doing a lot better than his, and this is a come up for him. Honestly, this is a come up for him, and he's actually playing his role in a great way. Okay, I think, you know, he's standing up for her on social media. You know, he's not really getting into the blogs and all the gossip. There were rumors that they broke up, and you know, he didn't. I think he like addressed it and said, "Oh, we still going strong" or some shit. Sick Lid says, he puts $5 on the super trap. He says Meg is a legit potato head. I believe that is the emoticon is coming up white, so I believe that's a potato head. Chess club, computer club, crossword puzzle club. I'm not sure if I'm following your super trap, brother, but
Oh, say less.
but I appreciate your contribution. But yeah, she says she's always been loud and confident, and that's fine. A lot of these women say that these guys are not. Oh, egghead. Okay, that's an egg. That's an egg. Okay, cool. A lot of these women say, oh, these guys are not they can't handle a strong woman, da da da. And Party, it looks like he's coming up. He's definitely coming up off of being attached to her. Okay. And that's the reality of the situation. I'm not saying that he doesn't love her. I'm sure that he loves her. But you know, he's definitely coming up off the situation. One thing that stands out to me as I'm looking at his Instagram is the recent posts, okay? And it doesn't appear that he has Meg as a recent post. He has posted her, but she's not a recent post, okay? So I don't know what that means, but he is definitely woke. Okay, he is shouting out Kentaji Brown Jackson, which is hilarious. And look at this. Black women are supreme. You know, this is another topic, and before I get into this, I'm going to give you what the community will say to what I'm about to say. Okay, so I guess first I got to tell you what I'm about to say. So they say they have a poster that says Black women are supreme. I think that this is I think it's not a good message. Jesus Christ, my dogs. Hey! You know, I don't think this is cool. You know what I'm saying? You know why? Because if another race was to do this, I'm not even going to say if white people were to do this, bruh. I'm not even going to say if white people were to do this. If Asians were to do this, Asians are supreme. Asian women are supreme. Dude, this would not fly, you know? Black people are the only ones who are able to practice quote unquote black supremacy, okay? And it's just I think it's tone deaf, okay? We got a lot of shit to work on as a community. All right? And this is why I'm not big on the women being in power. As you guys can see, the women are leading the march and all this kind of stuff. Because they're just saying shit to make it stick. And then guys like Party Fontaine, he's obviously dating a sister. So, and he's benefiting from what she got going on and the black female supremacy. I'm not saying you can't love yourself. I'm not saying that you can't even say that you as an individual are better than somebody. Okay. I'm not against you saying, yo, I'm better than this person. Okay. It doesn't mean that your life is, you know what? Fuck that. It does mean you can absolutely say, hey, my life is more valuable than this person's life. I think so. That's just me personally. Okay. That's just if there is an unproductive person and they're a tax on society, and then they also participate in violent activities that affect other people, I will absolutely 100% be behind the fact that you can say, yeah, my life is more valuable than theirs. Okay. That's if somebody, if like, just go to any of my videos. Most of these niggas, we can all say definitively, it doesn't matter what color you are. If you're not involved in any of these activities, you can 100% say my life is more valuable than theirs. Okay. I have no issue with saying that me as an individual, my life is more valuable. But to generally say that black women are supreme, I think that it would not go over well if there was another race of women to say this. All right. Now, I'm not saying that doesn't mean that you can't feel good about yourself, but this is just fucking delusional. Okay. The issues that we have with a lot of these women, especially when it comes to single mothers, they're raising these fucking super gremlins, bruh. That's what the fuck is going on. And just because Ketanji Brown Jackson got appointed to the Supreme Court, look at the rest of the Supreme Court. If any of those, if anybody who supported those other Supreme Court justices said that white women are supreme, or white men are supreme on the Supreme Court, come on, how would that go over well? It's just funny. It's just funny that we are out here saying this shit, and as a whole, in general, it's just not true, man. There are women of other races who are, quite frankly, unfortunately, it doesn't bring me joy to say, but they're out competing, y'all. All right. They're getting better results. All right. They're having children within the confines of their marriage. Okay. They're not raising the most unproductive men and women in society. Okay. So you have to look at that and be like, yo, I'm not against bigging up a group or an individual, but how would this go over well with anybody? That's my thing. All right. And a lot of these women in power think like that. Your chiefs of police, your mayors, your Lori Lightfoots. Remember, Lori Lightfoot said she had the biggest dick. She's not even a man. She said she had the biggest dick in Chicago. They have a supremacy mindset that's like no other. Like I said, there's no problem with saying, hey, this is a very accomplished woman. Even the people who want to big up Ketanji Brown Jackson and say she's very accomplished, she's accomplished some great things in her life. Okay. No doubt. But it appears that she is a pedophile apologist. A pedophile apologist, even though, there were some points that she did make in her hearing that resonated with me. Not with me in general as far as her defending pedos, but just the fact that with technology and the stagnation of the current laws, there needs to be an update. Now, her being the purveyor of those updates to make it easier for pedos, it's not a good look. All right. It really isn't. Okay. And it makes me think that there's something there. And there's a reason why she is such an apologist for these pedos. All right. And her changing laws or influencing laws, okay, judging upon laws that would lessen the offense for these activities, it doesn't look good. All right. And I can't stand behind that. I don't give a fuck if she's black. I don't give a fuck if she's Mexican. I can't stand behind that. All right. Because we in the black community, we have so much like sexual predation in the community. All right. People try and make it seem like this is an old white man crime. It's not, man. It's not. All right. And a lot of our shit goes unreported because it's embarrassing. All right. But I've dated multiple sisters, and it's not just anecdotal personal experience. Just look at the statistics, man. There is a lot of this sexual predation going on in the community. All right. I just did a story on a man who killed his whole family, his daughter and his wife, from Alaska, then fled to New York. The nigga killed his whole family after he raped his own daughter. All right. So this is a real fucking issue in the community, but we try and, what we like to do is like, we try and say, oh, this is a white person thing, like serial killers. This is a white person thing. This is a white person thing. No, the fuck it's not, bro. No, the fuck it's not. King Von allegedly was a serial killer. Okay? Just because you're not doing some weird shit when you kill somebody doesn't mean that you're not a serial killer. The Miami realtor, the Afro-Latina brother, he's a fucking serial killer. All right? We had a lot of serial killers in community. Alpo, serial killer. We got a lot of niggas out here who got bodies and have not been arrested, have not been caught. Straight up. All these unsolved murders in the community, you got 90% of the murders going unsolved in Chicago. And you're not going to tell me that those niggas who are not getting caught for these murders are not serial killers? Shout out to Helena J. Yeah, Samuel Little. And I believe that was in Texas, right? If I'm not mistaken. Killed 93 women. All right. I've done multiple videos on brothers who are fucking serial killers. The nigga I just did a video on the nigga from Chicago. What was that nigga's name? He got away with 2 murders in 84 and just got away with another murder when he literally bagged the woman up in a duffel bag. Stuck the woman in a fucking duffel bag. Damn, he just got off a murder. I think it was on the 6ix9ine video. Hold on. Let me see. He beat the fucking murder. This shit is crazy, y'all. Let's see. Let me get his name. Is this the same? Hold on. Damn. I wish I had his name on. Okay, here we go. Yeah, but guys, go to my video about 6ix9ine. Dude, this nigga got away with murder multiple times, bro. I don't know what the community is talking about. These niggas are getting away with murder, bro. They really are. All right, this is not like well, there's a system that's holding. Look, some niggas get accused of things they didn't do. That's like 1%, literally. I forgot his name. I can't find his name, but the nigga literally put a woman in a duffel bag, was caught on camera, disposed of the body. No body, no charges. Okay? They deemed it no evidence. So it's just what the fuck is going on. And we haven't even gotten into the Meg Thee Stallion thing. I've just been going on a rant of Ketanji Brown about Ketanji Brown Jackson. But anyways, I would say overall in all, I don't like Ketanji Brown. I don't stand for what she stands for. But you know, she does have a point with adjusting the laws when it comes to the digital content of child you know, videos. Okay, the digital content and the possession of that content. But what I will say though, there was a story out in California that I just saw of I believe he was a brother who actually got arrested because he was grooming like 9 to 13-year-old kids. Yep. He was either a brother or a burrito gremlin, but he was grooming 9 to 13-year-old kids to send him videos of them performing sexual acts on not only themselves, but their friends. Okay. So the digital shit is a big thing too, now that I'm thinking about it, because the origin of that video is vital. And then the dissemination of that video is extremely detrimental to the psychology of that child. You know, imagine all these predators who had seen that child and then they're growing up with that, and the video is fucking all over the dark web and people are recognizing them in person, obviously sick people. It's just a recipe for disaster. So I understand where she's coming from when it comes to updating the laws on the digital contents of the child shit. But then there was one case that she presided over where the guy was doing shit with his daughter and getting his daughter to send him some shit. I mean, the origins of the videos are very important. And ultimately, man, if you're doing shit like that, bro, you should get the maximum time. And she, in the majority of the cases that she presided over, she didn't even give him the fucking minimum sentence. So that is very that's very scary to me. Okay. So was she a token hire? Probably, most likely. Yeah. I'll go as far as to say yes, absolutely. Was she qualified? Yes, she was qualified. Okay. She was qualified. All right. Do I agree with her morally? No. But the fact that Joe Biden said, I'm going to appoint a black woman as Supreme Court justice, that pretty much tells you that, yeah, she's a fucking token hire. All right. And then the soft on Chomo's thing is crazy to me. Obviously, Party Fontaine, he doesn't have the intelligence to just do his own research. So he just blatantly promotes a woman that he knows nothing about. Okay. I don't know if he has children, but if somebody took a video or disseminated a video or procured his child to, or his niece or nephew or whatever, to create a video and send it to them, and then that person is disseminating or selling that digital content, I wonder how he would feel. But I don't think, like, honestly, bro, and this is just, like I said, me personally, I've seen him in the media. I've seen like little basketball games, like 3-on-3 basketball games that he's been involved in. He seems like a really cool guy. But when you come and bring the facts to brothers in general, it immediately goes to, all right, square up. Let's fight about it then. If you feel that type of way, then let's run the hands. Like, it's just fucking retarded. You literally cannot have a discussion with these niggas, bro. So, you know, even if I was to let them know that, hey, you know that Ketanji Brown Jackson is very soft on child molesters and pedophiles, like, you know that she, you know, pretty much gives below the minimum sentence for people who have videos of them taking advantage of their own children. she doesn't think that's a big deal. He would be like, well, you should support her because she a sister and all this other shit. Like, I'm telling you, these niggas is lost.
Always been outgoing. Like, I've always just enjoyed entertaining. When I look now, I'm like, dang, we really did this.
When did you know you were good at this?
I feel like I wrote my first like rap when I was 7, and I didn't tell my mama. Well, I did tell my mama the rap, but I didn't tell her I wanted to be a rapper. But I saw her rapping, and I would go to the studio with her, and I would like sit in the waiting room, waiting at the door, listening to what she in there saying, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that sounds fire. I like that.
You go, I could do that at 7.
I could do that. And
Okay, so her mama was rapping while she was in the crib and she was eavesdropping. It kind of reminds me of like when your parents are watching like a comedy skit like that has curse words in it. Like maybe they're watching Delirious by Eddie Murphy or something to that effect. They tell you go to your room and then you want to listen too, so you sneak to the door and listen. Kind of reminds me of that. And obviously both of her parents recently passed, I believe. So condolences to her. But that's normal. Okay. You're interested in the things your parents are interested in.
And when I got to college, everybody just knew me as the Stallion and she rap. And I was like, okay, this is my identity. Yes, this is what we wanted.
H-Town native, H-Town raiser. Damn, I'm so proud to be your H-Town native.
5 years after Megan Thee Stallion posted this dorm room video, she made her debut on the Billboard Hot 100 list with the song Big Ol' Freak. That same year, her mother passed away. She had already lost her father when she was just 15. I asked her what she had learned from her parents, a question that made her emotional. I didn't mean to make you cry. I was just curious about the impact and effect they've had on your life.
They were my best friends. It was only the 3 of us all the time. Like when I went to school, I feel like it was a little different with me interacting with other kids. So like they would kind of pick with me a little bit. Like I was so tall already. They just really let me know like you can't ever let somebody else's insecurities make you insecure.
Okay, so she's saying that she was being picked on as a kid for her height. She was taller than the other kids. In the community, if she, went to a school in the community, they are fucking bullies. There are a lot of bullies, all right? And I'm actually going to do a story on a kid who was bullied in one of the fucking most gruesome ways, man. There's a kid named Dominic Crankall. And basically what they did was they called the kid out, and there was an 8-year-old boy who has not been identified. We don't know who this 8-year-old boy is. But they called the white kid Dominic out to play, and they threw a tennis ball that was doused in gasoline at his face and burned his whole fucking face. So we don't have the identity of the child, but what kind of gives me hints of the identity of this kid is that the mother refuses to admit that her child was bullying that young boy. And the pictures are just, it's gruesome, man. It's fucking, I'm going to do a video on it, but it's heartbreaking. Like this story will make your stomach turn, man. And I'm going to stay on it because I do want to know the identity of that kid, but apparently it's a kid who stayed in the apartment below theirs. But there's a lot of bullying going on in the community. I don't know if that bully per se was a super toddler gremlin, but I'm going to do a story on it. And like I said, what gives me hints that it may have been a super toddler gremlin is that the parents aren't taking accountability. Okay, the parents are not taking accountability. So there are a lot of evil niggas. Like, I remember my cousin when I was growing up. He had like serial killer tendencies, okay? Any animal that he would see, he would like torture it. And this was like in South Georgia, real country niggas. But he ended up going to the military and getting his life, you know, together. But we would go down to South Georgia and visit my family. And every time we go down there, this nigga would be torturing an animal, like a cat, a dog, a chicken, a frog. One time he crushed a frog with a rock, and it was a big ass frog too. And I was like, it made me cry, honestly, bro. I was a kid, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, why the fuck would you do that to the frog? You know what I'm saying? Because I love animals, you know, like I'm not a vegan, you know what I'm saying? But I do love animals. I love horses. I love cows. I love pigs, you know. I even love the dangerous animals, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with animals. You know, it's a part of nature. And I think, you know, being in touch with nature is next to godliness, right? God gave us a responsibility over the fowl of the earth, okay? So we have a responsibility not only to feed the people of the earth responsibly, obviously, but we have a responsibility to not be cruel to animals, all right? I definitely think that animal cruelty is a big deal. I don't approve of that shit. Shit's fucked up, you know. I fuck with animals. But yeah, my cousin used to do this shit. And then I remember there was like this bully at my summer camp. And this nigga, bro, it was fucking disgusting, bro. This nigga was named DeMarcus. And like he had a little lisp. And like this nigga sagged his pants like no other, bro. Like, I'll tell you, like, the nigga was like, he sagged to the point where it was just fucking ridiculous. Like, he would sag with 3 pair of gym shorts on and playing basketball. I'm like, nigga, if you pulled up your pants, you probably would be able to contribute to the team more. Because I was really serious about sports. And like, if I had a person on my team who was like lacking, I would get on their ass. And he was the type of guy who would want to fight you if you tried to correct him. And he was a really cruel nigga, bruh. He was a really cruel nigga, dirty nigga, okay? He was a dirty ass nigga, man. Honestly, I'm gonna just keep it a buck. His braids were always like unkept type shit. And I'm not even trying to bag on the nigga DeMarcus, but he was a cruel individual. Like, he was the type of nigga to do some weird shit. And one time we was playing sardines. And if you guys never played sardines, it's a game where you basically tag the person. It's add-on tag. So you tag a person, now they're it too. Now you got 2 people who are it. And you usually play this game with like you want to get at least like 15, 20 people. And we would play in the creek, okay? We would play in the creek. It was so fun. We would play at Memorial Park. And it was so big to me when I was a kid. Like, this trail was just huge to me. And now I walk it as an adult and I'm like, where's the rest of the trail? You know, because it just seems so big. And being involved in nature, and there were so many different hiding spots in this creek, and it brings back so many great memories. But anyways, we were playing sardines, and this nigga found a chicken. Okay, he found a chicken in the creek, and it must have belonged to one of the people who had lived nearby. The chicken must have escaped, and they were keeping chickens in their backyard and whatnot. And he gets a baseball bat and proceeds to beat the chicken to death. Like, I was just like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with these niggas? Like, for no reason. And he's like, the laughter, bro. I'll never forget his laughter when doing this shit. Like, it perplexed me because I'm just sitting here like, dude, how could you do this to another living animal? I could understand like squishing an ant or
you know, fucking with spiders or whatnot. I get that. Insects, even though, you know, I grew out of that as a kid. I'll admit I used to fuck with ants, okay? But dude, the way he beat this motherfucking chicken was crazy, bruh. The chicken didn't do shit to him, okay? And it was a domesticated chicken. It wasn't a wild chicken. Like it had lived in a cage, and it wasn't like he was about to cut its head off and skin it or defeather it, clean it, and eat it. He just beat the shit out of the chicken for no reason. And the nigga's laughter just stood out to me. Now, obviously, he's in a, I mean, he got arrested for like some armed robbery shit. So he's still doing time for that shit, honestly. But yeah, this nigga was just evil, man. One of the most evil niggas that I had ever. And he was a bully to people too. Like he would beat the shit out of like kids who were smaller than him. Which was, it was some whack shit to me. But that's a memory that I have when it comes to that type of shit. But yeah, we got some bullies in these communities.
I'm a savage. Yeah.
All right. All right. We got to mute that.
Is everywhere. You are a huge success, which brings us to July 12th, 2020. Let's go there, Megan. That night changed everything for you.
Rapper Tory Lanez has been charged with shooting artist Megan Thee Stallion during an argument.
Megan Thee Stallion hit by multiple gunshots.
There was an argument in the car?
It was an argument because I was ready to go and everybody else wasn't ready to go.
All right, so now I got to stop it right there. She said she was ready to go and everybody else wasn't ready to go. From reports on the party, and I'll pull this up. Let's see. Let's see. All right, so the reports state that Meg Thee Stallion, she wasn't actually ready to leave. She was kicked out of the party. Okay? People are saying that she was kicked out of the party. Okay? That's just the word on the street. That's just the word on the streets. All right? She was kicked out of the party because she was belligerently drunk and multiple people had complained about her. They asked her to leave. Okay? So did she want to leave or was she kicked out of the party? Who knows? But that is a question that that's a question that, you know, we should ask and question if she's really telling the truth, which you know, she's gonna have to state, I believe, in court documents, she's gonna have to testify to the fact that what happened at that party, and maybe other people will be called to the stand who were witnesses at that party. Okay, because it's gonna come down to the developing of the aggravated assault. Okay, so people at the party are gonna definitely be questioned because they're gonna ask them, hey, did you see any signs that Tory was being aggressive toward Meg Thee Stallion? And there might be conflicting reports or remarks. So, you know, I can't say that is completely true because I've heard contrary.
But that's like normal friend stuff. Like, we fuss about silly stuff all the time. But I never put my hands on anybody. I never raised my voice too loud. Like, this was one of them times where it was like.
So she never raised her voice too loud. And I'm not saying that she deserved to be shot just because, or if she raised her voice. But in the beginning of this interview, she did say she's always been loud and confident. So it is kind of hard for me to believe that she never raised her voice.
It shouldn't have got this crazy.
It shouldn't have escalated to the way that it did. Can you just briefly walk us through what happened that night? It starts, you're at a party at Kylie Jenner's house.
I had went there and we were just hanging out, and I was ready to go because I had been there all day.
So you guys end up in a car. You, Tory Lanez, your friend at the time, Kelsey, and his driver / security. Tory Lanez, whose real name is Daystar Peterson, is a Grammy-nominated rapper and singer from Canada. Kelsey Harris was one of Megan Thee Stallion's best friends from Houston. There was an argument, and you get out of the car, right?
At that point, the argument wasn't even with me. Like, the argument was with the two people in the back seat. So I asked the driver to pull the car over, like, I'm done with this. And I should have stayed out of the car. Like, I should have not got back in the car. And they was like, Megan, just get back in the car. We almost there. Like, just get back in. So I get back in the car. It's like it's getting worse.
The arguing in the car.
The arguing in the car is getting worse. And I don't want to be in this car no more. Like, because I see it's getting crazy. So I get out the car and it's like everything happens so fast. And all I hear is this man screaming. He said, dance. And he started shooting. And I'm just like, oh my God.
Okay, so he says dance, bitch, and then he starts shooting. Apparently there was a struggle over the gun, and I think it was the bodyguard's gun or the driver's gun. You know, I can't confirm nor deny this part. Like I said, me personally, I don't put it past these niggas, okay? But I also don't put it past these women to lie about shit. So, is she exaggerating what happened? Could this have just been a complete accident? Did he say dance, bitch? It sounds a little extra, okay? It sounds a little extra. But then again, like I said, I don't put it past these niggas, okay? Just me personally knowing how these niggas, especially these rappers, move, I don't put it past these niggas.
Like, he shot a couple of times. And I was
so
so
is he
scared.
in the car shooting from the car, Megan?
He is standing up over the window, shooting. And I didn't even want to move. I didn't want to move too quick, like, because I'm like, oh my God, if I take the wrong step, I don't know if he can shoot something that's like super important. I don't know if he could shoot me and kill me. Like,
were you afraid for your life at that time?
I was really scared because I had never been shot at before.
And I'm surprised she had never been shot at before. If she was on the Chitlin circuit, you know, on her come up. Now, what I will say though, and I'm gonna keep it a buck. A lot of these female rappers, if they look good enough, they really don't have to do shows like that. Like as a man, bro, you got to do years of shows before you're even gonna get popping like that. That's just the facts. Okay. But you know, she's obviously emotional about the situation. She's trying to sell the story. She goes on Gayle King. I can't wait till the truth comes out. A lot of people think that she's lying though. Okay. And I think the truth lies somewhere in the middle. Like I said, I would not put it. I don't put it past these niggas to shoot a bitch. Me personally, because I've seen it time and time again.
And I looked down at my feet because I wasn't even, the adrenaline is pumping so hard. I'm not sure if he hit me. Like, I feel it, but I don't understand what's happening. So I look down at my feet and I'm like, oh my God, like I'm really bleeding.
So there are also reports that she was kicking the windows in the vehicle, and maybe she stepped on some glass. So she could, I don't know. There was a firearm that discharged though. How that firearm got discharged, we don't know.
So I like dropped down and I crawl in somebody's driveway. Like, I can't believe you shot me.
And what is he saying, Tory Lanez saying?
He's
after
apologizing. He's, I'm so sorry. Please don't tell nobody. I'll give y'all $1 million if y'all don't say nothing.
So she's saying that he said he'll give her $1 million if she don't say nothing. That's interesting. That's interesting. Now, did he do that? I have no clue. Like I said, I don't put it past these niggas. But maybe if he would have went about the situation a different way, in a different manner, then he could have she probably wouldn't even press charges to begin with. Okay. A lot of niggas, you go about solving the issue. Money's not going to solve this issue. If y'all were sexually involved, literally all you had to do was just keep cool and honestly just smash her another time, bro. I mean, really, that's all you had to do. Take her home, wash her feet or whatever, bandage her up, put some damn alcohol on that shit, put some damn peroxide on that bitch, and then honestly, bro, she probably would have forgave you. Like, she would have held it against you for a little bit, but she probably would have forgiven you, bro. Honestly.
I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you offering me money right now? Help me. Like, and if you're sorry, just help me. Like,
but at that moment,
we didn't even make it to the house. Like, somebody had already called the police, and it was like so many of them. It was helicopters. I was like, oh my God, we all about to die. Like, the George Floyd incident had just happened.
Lord have mercy. She did not bring up no George Floyd. Okay, and my issues with the George Floyd shit, bro. The nigga George Floyd was a crackhead, bro. Let's keep it a buck. And he held a pregnant woman at gunpoint. Like, I don't see how y'all are justifying this, man. Bringing up George Floyd, like, for one, if we go back and look at the video, the nigga was already in handcuffs in the back of the car. He fought his way out the car, hooting and hollering. He didn't want to get arrested. We've seen previous videos, dash cam videos of him being arrested. He was high on fentanyl, which, you know, he had a high tolerance. Okay, so I'm not even, even though the autopsy disclosed that, yeah, he actually did overdose. I'm not even gonna say that, what's the motherfucker's name? God damn it, slipping my mind. But anyways, what the cop who put his knee on his neck and shit like that, I'm not even gonna say that he didn't contribute to the killing. Definitely, it definitely was it definitely was an it was an effect, okay? It was an effect that led to his death. But let's keep it a buck. This nigga would have robbed you too, Meg. Honestly, it would have. If he would have held a pregnant woman at gunpoint, he would have robbed you too. So mentioning George Floyd and thinking that Tory Lanez was gonna get shot, that's crazy. By the police, like, come on.
The police are definitely very much shoot first, ask questions after. So I'm like, it's a hot gun in the car. I'm bleeding. I've been shot. They about to kill somebody. Like, something bad is about to happen.
So somebody hears the gunshots. They call the police. The police come, and they say what to you?
They tell everybody to get out
of the car. TMZ obtained video from that night.
And you can see the footage of me in the swimsuit, limping backwards, feet bleeding.
And they say to you, what happened here?
I don't remember everything they said to me, but I remember them asking me what's happening, what happened to you. And I didn't want them to kill any of us or shoot any of.
Bro, get the fuck out of here. See, this is where you lose me. This is where you lose me. Bro, like she literally is fearing the police on some, yeah, they're going to pull up and shoot us. Like, bro, that shit does not happen. The only way you're going to get killed by a police officer most of the time is if you bugging, okay? Now, there have been some instances where it doesn't happen, but on a balance of probabilities, bro, most people go on about their lives after interacting with the police. Most people don't even have an interaction with the police in their whole lifetime, okay? But it's just like so disingenuous to even have that thought, like, oh, the police go pull up and kill me. Like when I'm getting pulled over, I'm not thinking I'm gonna die, bro. And I'm also not thinking that I'm going to argue and go back and forth with the officer. It just doesn't make sense, bro.
Us. So I just said I stepped on glass because I didn't.
Why did you say that? Why didn't you say he shot me?
So she lied to the police initially, which also fucks up her story. She lied to the police. She's saying she lied to them because she didn't want to have a black man in jail. So let's listen.
I stepped on glass because I didn't.
Why did you say that? Why didn't you say he shot me?
I didn't. For some reason, I was just trying to protect all of us because I didn't want them to kill us. Like even though this person just did this to me, my first reaction still was to try to save us. Like,
okay. So, you know, I understand the logic behind this because in a lot of domestic violence situations, the women are definitely protecting the men who are abusing them. Okay. It's called Stockholm Syndrome. All right. It's a real thing. All right. So I'm not going to act as if this is not a real factor. And there aren't women out here who are protecting their abusers. Okay. Or too afraid to get them in trouble out of fear of retaliation. Now, is that what happened in this case? Maybe. But initially saying that you stepped on glass is not a good move. Now, I believe when she got to the hospital, they did remove bullet fragments, and that's when they concluded that, hey, she had possibly been shot, from my understanding. But I haven't seen all the documents. Once we get all the documents back, I'll do a thorough breakdown, and I'll read as much as we can get through. But it's a whole lot of lies. So shout out to Retro Conservative Swirlers of America with the $4.99 super trap. She says her instinct is to protect and love Pookie.
Oh, say like
That's a fact. That is a fact. That's a fact. There are a lot of black women protecting these super gremlins on demon time.
I didn't want to see anybody die. So I just said.
She didn't want to see anybody die. So if you would have told the police that Tory shot you, then he would have died. That's bullshit. Unless he spazzed out and upped the pistol at one of the police officers, he would have been fine. They would have took him into custody. They would have charged him for what they just already charged him for, and it would have been a wrap, okay? There probably wouldn't be any question that he did this to you if you would have initially said that.
I stepped on glass. So when I see people trying to use that against me, like trying to act like I'm lying, oh, she stepped on glass, she never got shot. I'm the one who said I stepped on glass. I was lying to protect all of us. And sometimes I wish I really would have never said that.
And that's real, to have regrets protecting some of these super gremlins. I'm not saying that Tory is not guilty yet, but I mean, a lot of these women continue to protect these niggas. And I think now black women are kind of waking up, especially on these clubhouse forums there are black women who are not going for it, okay? There are black women who are saying any man that defends Tory Lanez shooting another black woman, he ain't shit. He's not protecting black women. He hates black women. He hates his mom. So that is pretty much the narrative when it comes to the female side. Shout out to Sho Sugino with the $5 super trap.
Oh, say less.
He doesn't say anything, but I really appreciate the super trap. Shout out to Lucky Number 7 with the $5 super trap.
Oh, say less.
I like your avatar too, bro. That's actually my desktop screensaver. So the man of the universe, right? So you know, who knows? Who knows what happened? But what I'm saying is there are a lot of black women who also abide by the street code and they don't snitch on these niggas who are doing atrocities in the streets. That's just the reality, especially when they're sexually involved, which it sounds like Meg may have been with Tory. Okay?
You wish you would have just told the truth.
I wish I would have told the truth, but if it saved all of us from dying, then that's just
Jesus Christ. Don't you hire fucking police officers at your concert for security? As a matter of fact, I can almost guarantee that your security, the security guard or the bodyguard that you hired was ex-police or ex-military. These narratives that the police, when they pull up, somebody gonna die, it's just fucking bullshit. And the fact that she literally thinks that she's one of the most privileged, she's probably one of the most privileged black women in America, honestly. From more ways than not, okay? From more ways than not. For one, she is a millionaire, okay? She's a millionaire. She gets all the popularity that she wants. She gets all the attention that she wants, good or bad, okay? She has all these women who follow her, who are giving her the benefit of the doubt, even though there are conflictions in her story. So it's just insane to me that she still, at this point of her life, after you've made millions off of, I mean, you know, she does have some bars, but let's keep it a buck. She doesn't have a complete body of work. Her lyrics are pretty mediocre. They're not really that intellectually driven. It's just about her sexuality, sucking and fucking, and how good that she's good, like how good she is at sex. That's what her music is about, okay? Straight up. You can't convince me different, okay? So we do have the poll back. We do have the poll back. I asked the question, who looks better, Meg Thee Stallion or Cardi B? 73% say Meg, 26% say Cardi B. Okay, so yeah, I agree with that, man. The tattoos, Cardi B, I've seen her bare face, no makeup. It's scary. But yeah, I mean, basically, for one, she gets the, like, she's one of the most privileged women. She's allegedly in industry pass around. She's been connected to at least 20 to 30 men in the industry. So basically, I mean, she pretty much is out here sleeping around. And she gets the benefit of that. I mean, she's a very privileged woman. So to think that there is some type of discrimination or oppression that is being placed upon her, besides the irresponsible decisions that she made on her own, like signing a contract that she didn't read, because now she's in negotiations to get out of the deal that she is in with her label. And other than just keeping it legal, she has taken to the online space and tried to air out her manager, who was a former MLB player. And she's basically saying that he robbed her, okay, which is fucking up his business. Now, did he rob her or not? I wouldn't put it past these niggas, okay? But she signed the contract. If he hasn't recouped, he hasn't recouped. Point blank. It is what it is. Okay? If she owes money and she owes albums to the label, then that's the contract that she signed. So she's trying to get out of her contract by any means necessary. And she is slandering the man online and fucking up his business. And, you know, he did make her famous because nobody heard about her until, you know, he really got behind her and started pushing her shit. So there's a lot going on. But my point is the reason why she has a victim mindset is literally of her own doing. And none of it has to do with a police officer or white people for that matter, okay? She's like, the funny thing to me is the manager who you have, whose label you're signed to, he is a person of color. The nigga who shot you, allegedly, person of color. Where is the oppression from the white supremacists? I'm trying to figure out. Seriously.
Probably what it was meant to be.
Mm-hmm. So when you told the police you stepped on glass, did they believe you?
I don't know.
So how did you go from the glass? Did you go to the hospital?
So they took me straight to the hospital. And the police questioned me. And I said it was just glass.
You still stuck with that
I
story?
stuck with it. It was glass.
So at the scene of the crime, the police questioned her. She said glass. Then after that, she goes to the hospital and she's still saying it's glass. Guys, we got to get the lights up. I'm
here on the corner of MLK and Medgar Evers, and it's a very tranquil scene compared to just a couple hours ago where a drive-by shooting
just took place. Excuse me. I'm getting live updates as we speak. I've just been updated to the amount of casualties from this drive-by shooting. And I'm getting reports that 2 people were actually declared deceased and 27 others were shot and injured, but are in stable condition. And although we must pray for the families of the fallen, we must also praise God for the aim of the super gremlin. If you want to know more about the victims of this crime, make sure you add BGZM News 17 on Patreon at www.patreon.com/blackgenzmindset. Also, don't forget to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and comment on the video to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this gun violence in the streets. For more hard-hitting news coverage from the community, by the community, I'm Janquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
And cut.
All right, dog. Let's get the out of here before these niggas come back.
Whoa. Yo.
Whoa.
Ain't that nigga J?
Nah, that ain't me. That ain't me.
He just went live
That
with
ain't
that
me.
funky ass suit on.
That's that nigga. That's not me.
Hey, get that nigga.
Janquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia. Pray for me.
All right. So we're back. Like I said, Meg Thee Stallion is a very privileged woman. She got interrogated by the police. They didn't shoot her. I mean, the fact that I don't know if it's brainwashing or if she actually believed that calling the police would get her shot, or I don't know if these women are just fucking retarded. I can't tell. Like, you literally hire police officers to be security for your concerts. That is like, this narrative is fucking bullshit. It makes no sense. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, to even think that is just fucking retarded. I'm not saying you ain't gonna get goosebumps or you ain't gonna get like the butterflies in your stomach when you get pulled over. We all feel that feeling, all right? Oh shit, I'm in trouble. They caught me. But that's about it. I'm not scared that a police officer is gonna fucking shoot me.
In me. And I said it was just glass.
You still stuck with that
I
story?
stuck with it. It was glass. And right as the officers was like, okay, we done with this, we leaving. The doctor came in and he was like, you know, you got bullets in both of your feet. Like, you got fragments in this foot, and it's like right on the back of your Achilles. And I'm like,
there is a medical report that says that there were that you had been shot. And the medical report also says that to this day, you still have
it's still bullet fragments
in your
my
foot.
feet.
And there are still many people as we sit here today.
So they're saying that she has bullet fragments in the feet. All right. Bullet fragments in the feet. So it appears that she was shot, grazed maybe. Okay, but shot nonetheless. All right. Now maybe he shot the ground and then the fragments dispersed and you know, fragments hit her feet and spread out. Who knows? That could have happened too. But did he directly aim and shoot her? We don't know. Allegedly, there was a struggle over the weapon.
Megan, that don't even believe you were shot.
There is a hot gun in the car.
Yeah.
What else? What happened?
In text messages obtained by CBS News, Kelsey Harris, the other woman in the car, texted Megan's security guard saying, "Help, Tory shot Meg."
I really thought that we were all friends. And sometimes I feel like I put the blame on myself because when my mom passed, I just felt like I was looking for some type of family environment, and I was letting so many people in, and I didn't care who it was. I just wanted to feel like I got family and I got people that care about me, and just I could hang out with everybody, and I was just going through it.
What was the nature of your relationship with Tory Lanez? Because he has led people to believe that it was a sexual relationship, that it was that you two were dating. What was the nature?
We were not dating. We were really close. We were friends. We hung out.
We were really close. We were friends. She says they weren't dating. Tory says they was fucking. I believe her best friend says they was fucking. So I don't know if I can believe that they were really close. They were friends. Da 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 da. All right. I don't know if I'm buying it.
Out like every day, and his mom passed too. So when I felt like we were bonding over that. And
did you have an intimate relationship with him?
Like sexual?
Yeah. Did you, Megan, did you have a sexual relationship with Tory Lanez? Yes, that's my question.
I didn't have a sexual relationship with Tory.
So why do you think he's putting out the story that the two of you had a relationship and that you're making the whole thing up?
I think that he is trying to deflect from the fact that.
So my thing is, if they did have a sexual relationship, her credibility is going to go down the drain. Okay? Her credibility is going to go down the drain. Now, this is what I'll say as well. She could be lying because she might have told her boyfriend. She might have told her boyfriend that they never fucked, and they did. And this is what a lot of these women do when it comes to their male best friend. They fucking the nigga, and they won't tell the man. They won't tell their boyfriend because they don't want to, they don't want to be looked at as a hoe. Like, why would you fuck? I mean, Meg Thee Stallion is a very tall woman, okay? So the only reason that I could gather that she would fuck Tory Lanez is for clout. Like, I could understand if you like have sex with a dude because you thought he was really attractive, or, yeah, I mean, me personally, that's pretty much, you thought he was attractive, or, you saw something in him that y'all could probably, but the only reason I could think of why she would fuck him is for clout, which would make her very slutty, even though we already know she's pretty slutty because of her music. But it just doesn't look good, especially as like being party and looking back and then knowing multiple people in the industry, like not even if she fucked Tory, she done fucked a lot of niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not a tall guy, and I'm not the tallest guy neither. So I'm not trying to bag on my short kings, but you know, like for a woman who's like 5'11" to date or have sex with a guy who's 5'2", there's got to be some other reason than just finding him attractive, which she probably didn't even find him attractive. She probably fucked him because of the clout, which goes to show that there are multiple different factors that can get you to draws as a man, okay? And that's just the reality. But it's kind of crazy, all right? And I'm not saying that I ain't fucked no tall bitches neither. I fucked some tall bitches, but typically, me personally, I didn't see it going anywhere because, you know, I don't want to do all that extra shit. When it comes to dating these women and shit like that, like a super tall chick, it's just very extra, okay? And then even when we fuck, like you gotta like when niggas say you gotta climb the tree, you really do have to climb the tree, okay? Because like if she's doggy style and then like you're like on your knees, I mean you could still hit it, but it might be a little crouch. You might have to crouch a little bit. I'm just telling you, like one time I smashed this girl, she was like 6'2", and she was like really thick, like voluptuous body, and it was cool. It was cool, but I couldn't see myself doing it long term. That's just me. Okay.
He committed a crime.
Tory Lanez pleaded not guilty to assault and weapons charges related to the shooting. We asked his attorney about Megan's allegations in this story. She responded that they look forward to addressing Ms. Pete's claims, including her inconsistencies, discrepancies, and omissions when his case goes to trial later this year.
How has your life changed since you were shot?
I feel like my anxiety is worse. I feel like my relationship with people it's gotten very cold because I'm not as as I used to. Like I've got this wall and I don't want to make any friends, and I'm trying to be as nice as I can to everybody. I don't even new people. I probably don't even hold a conversation longer than 30 minutes because I feel like every time I'm talking, I'm like on the verge of tears, and I don't want to have. I'm sad, like, and I feel like I have to hold it in because I have to be strong for so many people.
What do you say to people that still don't believe that you were actually shot?
I don't think any of this is for them. Like, it's for me. Like, I know this happened to me.
And I cannot wait till this goes to trial so we can see the facts and determine what actually happened.
And I'd rather it play out in court and the facts come out and everything comes out than me having to plead my case. And I'm a victim. Like, I'm the victim. Like, I'm not defending myself against anything. Like, something happened to me.
And following a pretrial hearing earlier this month, Tory Lanez was taken into custody and later released on bail. A judge ruled that he had violated protective orders, including one that prevents him from sharing information obtained through the criminal proceedings. An attorney for the other friend in the car that night, her name is Kelsey Harris. He told CBS News, "My client is a private person, does not wish to make a public statement at this time," and added, "I can assure you that my client has not been paid a dime by any party involved to remain silent, as suggested in social media posts."
Wow. Okay. So I believe Meg the Stallion said that that Kelsey, the friend who was in the car, was paid off, and that's why she ain't saying shit. The attorney is denying it, as he should, but if Tory really said, "Oh, I'll pay you guys $1 million to make it go away, don't say anything," then that might be a possibility. And honestly, it looks like Meg might have considered taking the money as well, because She lied to the police not once but twice. So if she lied to the police twice, what makes you believe that she wasn't open to being bribed? Okay. Now we're going to get into this Instagram live that Kelsey, Meg Thee Stallion's friend, had done in November of 2020, and she is addressing Meg Thee Stallion and the diss shots that Meg Thee Stallion fired at her. Guys, I will just say though, the music in the background is fucking annoying as hell. I hate when bitches go live with all this damn music. But anyways. So look, you see this question. Did Tory pay you? Niggas in the comments are already asking if Tory paid her.
Rub hands like Birdman. I got some shit that I want to talk about tonight.
So she is fully, it looks like she's fully taking advantage of this. You know, she's also staying quiet. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pull up her Instagram and just check it out while we're watching this.
We're going to let y'all tune in. Then we're going to get straight to it. Happy Thanksgiving to y'all too.
Oh, wow. So update now, she's pregnant. Updated now, she is pregnant, very pregnant. And this woman, she's actually she's a really attractive woman as well. She could stand to, well, she's pregnant now, but before she was pregnant, she definitely could have stood to lose probably like 20 pounds. But she looks good though. She looks good.
All right, y'all. Can I turn that down, please?
I'm just trying to figure out who the baby daddy is.
Hey, well, I'm gonna say that shit as many times as I want, but this time I'm actually gonna address some shit. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about shots fired, y'all. We talk about shots fired tonight, okay? Because I be getting a lot of hate. Every fucking day I'm getting hated on. Why? I don't know. I have no fucking idea what the purpose is and all the bullshit. Megan, you steady lying on me, lying on my name. I'm not.
Okay, so this is another person who says that Meg is a liar. Another person who says that Meg is a liar. And from what I can see on Kelsey's Instagram, it looks like the father, so she's definitely doing very slutty. It looks like she's like definitely on thought time as well. Very slutty pregnancy pictures. Like, matter of fact, I'm just gonna show you guys. Like, I think it's fucking distasteful. Me personally. Like, just go away, and then when you come back, show us your snapback. I could see like 1 or 2 pregnancy pictures, but this is just fucking OD. All right, so we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back. All right. So this is okay, this is her father, I guess. Let's see. Then she got a video of motherfucking George Floyd. Oh my God.
I'm back at it, man.
Hold up, let's see.
So Big Floyd, man, said, man, I'm back at it, man. Workout game, getting back on up, man. You know, I went through some things, man. Had to bounce back, man. I'm just sharing right now. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, people quick to count you out, man, but just so strict on counting you in.
What the fuck is he saying? This nigga, he sound high right now. I'm not gonna lie. The nigga sound like he on some crack right now. Okay?
You know, one thing about old Floyd, man, I love the world. I ain't putting on, ask anybody that know me, then they know me. You know, cause like people be acting like they be scared to embrace God, worrying about the next man gonna say and all that. Man, you better get down.
And guys, remember the video we did on the shitty super gremlin Frank Abrakwa. This, like, filming in the bathroom, it gives me those vibes, me personally. Okay, it gives me those vibes, but obviously she is definitely woke.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't here to show out and all that. You know, it's here just to motivate somebody who want to work out. It might need it. Or
Oh God, this is my thing. A nigga will work out one time out of like fucking 2 years. And back on my workout grind. I just got a good workout. Like, bro, what the fuck? I do this workout shit, okay? Me personally, y'all already know. If y'all see my other Instagram and my other YouTube channel, y'all already know I do this workout shit. I really be in the gym. I really be grinding. You're not going to convince me that this nigga was consistently going to the gym. Stop it.
Whatever you're going through, man. Man, don't let Instagram fool.
I mean, as a matter of fact, no disrespect, but I'm just keeping it a buck. Could he even afford a gym membership? Could this nigga afford a membership at the YMCA? Seriously, if he had to pay for shit at the convenience store with a counterfeit bill, could this nigga afford a gym membership? This is getting outrageous.
You, man, and get you depressed looking at what other people doing and all that, man. I love you, man. Big Floyd, kill their own family.
The fuck that nigga say? He said, it sounded like he said Big Floyd killed a whole family. What, nigga? But anyways, this is Kelsey. She's got tattoos. Basically ruined herself. Man. These women got to stop getting these fucking tattoos. Look at that big ass tattoo on her hand. Holy shit. You know what? This is what happened. She got a tattoo of a nigga's name on her, and then she had to cover the tattoo up. That's exactly what happened. I guarantee, because when women get these really blotty, like this is a super blotty tattoo, like just fill it all, that like they cut. It looks like it's a cover up. It looks like it covered. And I got tattoos and all this stuff. I'm just gonna say this, like, there's a double standard with tattoos. Women just don't look fucking good with tattoos, in my opinion. Men, pause, look a lot like you as a guy. You look a lot better with tattoos, in general. All right, it looks like you. It makes you look tougher. In reality, it doesn't mean that you are tougher, but it makes you look tougher. Okay, and I wouldn't advise anybody to get no crazy tattoos and anything like that, but you could definitely get some tattoos that accentuate your body. It looks really bad on women. That's just me personally, okay? Like, she's a very attractive woman. These tattoos bring her from like a 6 to a 5 or a 4, you know? Seriously. That's just my opinion. But yeah, you know, she was absolutely on Hot Girl Summertime. Let's see. Let's go up. Now the pregnancy pictures. As a kid, I would kind of be, these aren't that bad. Showing cleavage with the lace wardrobe, it's very distasteful. Okay, we got the baby daddy right here. Okay. So we got the baby daddy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Y'all are not going to guess what the baby daddy's name is. Y'all are not going to guess what his Instagram name is. D-Boy No Sleep. So it's safe to say we know what he does. Yeah, I mean, and shout out to all the D-boys who ain't killing people. I mean, that's the least you could ask from a D-boy. As long as you ain't killing nobody, you good, all right? But the slutty pictures, the slutty pregnancy pictures, there's a way to do it. This is pushing it. It's not too crazy, but it's a little out there. Okay. It's a little out there. And then this one is just like ridiculous, in my opinion. Like, what the fuck? And then this one is just distasteful. Like, what? I get it being self-confident and all this kind of shit, but I'm not gonna lie. It is not it's just not tasteful to me to be posting these types of pictures while you're pregnant. It kind of reminds me of like the TikTok videos where the women are breastfeeding, or like women who just breastfeed crazy in public. Like, I gotta understand if you do it discreetly and you gotta cover up, but just having your titty out and breastfeeding, and they really want you to accept this. Okay. Like they really, oh, well, you shouldn't objectify them. Bitch, you're bringing out you're pulling out your private part. It's not appropriate. Like, it's not, this is not how you behave when you're pregnant. Like, you're supposed to kind of like, I don't want to say go into your shell, but you keep that process to yourself. And I don't know. I guess I was just raised different, you know? But you want to stay off your feet. You want to exercise, make sure that the baby's healthy, not take on any extra stress. To me, it's just disgusting. And that's the point that the community, like, we got, and hers isn't even the worst. Like, a lot of these sisters, they're doing a lot worse. They're just, straight up butt naked and covering up their private parts with emojis. So, I mean, at least she wore some garments. But this is just fucking, I think it's disgusting. I think it's in bad taste. I think it's unbecoming of a woman who is supposed to be virtuous. I think it's unbecoming of a wife. I you know, I would not want the mother of my child posting pictures of her butt naked while pregnant with my child. Dude, this is embarrassing. And then when the child comes out, when the child is born, now as a child, I got to worry about niggas cracking on me for pictures of my mom, and I wasn't even fucking born. So this is the caliber of women that we're dealing with, and they keep I mean, what the fuck? What the fuck? What are we supposed to do if I'm out here, I'm a nigga, and I'm not a super gremlin on demon time? What the fuck am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to choose a woman who would post a picture of herself pretty much butt naked while pregnant with my child? And I'm just supposed to be okay with that. And if I'm not, I'm insecure. Okay.
I'm not cool with that. You know what I'm saying? You playing with my character.
Hit that super trap, hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal. Show some love, people.
I ain't said shit on the internet to disrespect nobody. I haven't crossed no lines. So why y'all fucking with me? What y'all said he fucking with me for? And I have to get on the internet and do this. I have to get on the internet and do this because last time I sent Megan a text and I told her what was the purpose of shading me. Whatever your issues is, call me or text me. I ain't get no response. So this is my only way to shoot a message to her, through the internet, because I prefer to hash shit out off of social media. You know what I'm saying? You slandering my name. You're slandering my name. You're tarnishing my character. Why? I'm a shrimp, remember? Why you so worried about me? You stated nothing but lies in your diss track. You beefing with you did a diss track to somebody that ain't no fucking rapper. I'm not a rapper, and you dissing me. Megan.
Honestly, she probably should have put out a response diss track. She probably should have had her boyfriend write her a diss track and then go at her. She would probably come up in the female rap game.
Stop playing with me. I didn't want to have to do this, y'all. I prefer not to. I wish her well. I pray for her. I want her to elevate. But you're not going to get to where you need to go when you steady trying to bury somebody. You steady trying to put me down. Why? Oh, wow. Protect black women, though. Protect black women, though. But you steady throwing shots at me.
So you hear her. She said, protect black women, though. And we all know the protect black women narrative is fucking bullshit. Just like Black Lives Matter is fucking bullshit. Everything, even the little post that Party Fontaine posted about Ketanji Brown Jackson being appointed the Supreme Court Justice, the token hire Ketanji Brown Jackson, is fucking bullshit. The black women are supreme. It's fucking bullshit. It's embarrassing that we as a community like continue to put our proverbial feet, no pun intended, to Meg getting shot, if you guys don't get it, in our mouths, okay? It makes no sense. Like, you're out here saying protect black women. You're out here saying Black Lives Matter. You're out here saying black women are supreme. When black women are leading in abortion, okay, which is despicable, leading in single motherhood, leading in not being married, leading in a whole bunch of negative statistics, leading in raising super gremlins, leading in raising criminals. Protect black women. Black women fight with black women all the fucking time. Look at Meg Thee Stallion and Kelsey. Okay? Black Lives Matter. Black men don't give a fuck about no Black Lives Matter. So this is not just a black woman thing. I'm not trying to make it just a black woman thing. This is a black people thing. All right? This is us. This is what we got going on. And obviously, this is not everybody, but it is the numbers on the motherfuckers who are just on some bullshit, creating hostile environments and childhoods for multiple children on generation upon generation. It's not looking good, man. And that's just me speaking objectively.
Yeah. You want motherfuckers to hate me so bad, and I don't understand why. I don't know, because you still won't pick up that phone and call me. You still won't pick up that phone and call me. I will respect you more if you call me. I've expressed all my concerns to you directly. And you know what my issue is with you. I wasn't your enemy. You made me your enemy. We stopped fucking with each other, but I wasn't your enemy. You made me your enemy. I have every right to get on here and address this because you made a diss track for millions of people to hear, trying to humiliate me. And I'm not hurt by the comments. I'm not hurt by any of that. But when it's coming from somebody that you really know, that's the problem. And Megan, I know you. We know each other. I know you like the back of my hand. So I don't know why you're playing with me. I don't know why you're playing with me. Because I can get on here and say some shit.
The girl, I told the bitch, she said, you so shady.
I don't understand. It's like you be contradicting like a lot of shit. If anybody's a narcissist, it's you. And I don't want, my intentions isn't to mess up nobody's image, nothing like that. I've been trying to move on with my life, actually. Only time I reply to something is when somebody sends some shit to me, some hate shit to me on purpose, intentionally. And y'all see it. Y'all see it. Y'all see it happening. So, let me make sure I ain't forgetting nothing.
So honestly, she really hasn't said shit. She just said Meg made a diss track. She really hasn't said anything, honestly. But obviously these two women are beefing, and this is also a witness in the alleged shooting. So she is going to be called to the stand to testify.
And the people around you too. You know what I'm saying? They know it's real. Y'all know I was solid. Y'all know I was loyal to that girl. I would have did anything for her. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, the truth is, I mean, in your song, I think you said, I want the niggas, I don't know what the fuck, I want the niggas you got or some shit. We all know that I ain't never wanted none of your niggas. It was really, come to find out, your ass was fucking with a nigga behind my back that I was on first. And that ain't right, because you're supposed to be you were supposed to be my best friend.
Okay, so you heard what she said. Meg Thee Stallion was fucking a nigga behind her back. She was fucking a nigga behind her back. Who was that nigga? Tory Lanez says he was fucking both of them. And honestly, I could believe it, because this woman isn't that tall. She's pretty short. Okay? She's a pretty short woman. Okay?
We laugh at bitches that do that shit to each other. We not supposed to do that shit to each other. So stop playing with me. And I don't want to go back and forth on the internet. I don't want to know it. I don't care whatever you think you got on me. Expose the shit. Because there's nothing that you can expose that I won't hold myself accountable for. Accountability. You need to learn how to hold yourself accountable for shit.
Women holding other women accountable. Love to see it.
This shit, I don't even know why it's going this far. I don't understand to this day, y'all. Y'all ask me these questions. I don't have the answers. I don't have the fucking answers. Because people don't know how to be mature and talk like adults. Y'all can't say that I ain't trying to have no real conversation. Y'all can't say that. And really, I'm not the one that should have been having, y'all should have been having conversations with me. Y'all owe me a fucking conversation. I don't owe nobody shit. I don't owe my loyalty to nobody no more. I don't owe shit. So please stop playing with me. Stop fucking playing with me, because, you know, we can take it there. I want you to move on with your life. I want you to elevate. I want you to succeed. I'm not you. You're Megan Thee Stallion. I'm not you. I'm Kelsey. Let me do what I have to do to get where I need to be to make sure my family eat. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here really trying to make some shit happen. That's why you fucked with me so tough, because I was a hustler. Because I was on my shit. I stopped what I was doing to support you, because I wanted to do that from my heart. Anyways, if you had the right people around you, they would probably be telling you, you know, to slow down on some of the shit you're doing. It's not right. It's not. If you're gonna preach protect Black women, stand on that shit. Stand on that shit. Because you and I both know. You and I both know.
So what the fuck happened? I mean, you ain't saying shit, mama. Like, you didn't say shit. You just I just want to see what happens when she testifies.
And I'm not here to address the incident of that. I'm talking about shots fired. You know why? Because there was multiple lies said on that shit directed to me, which caused a hate train on me. Anyways. There'd be some haters on here.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Anyways. Am I mad? No, I'm actually, yeah, I'm upset. I'm real upset. I'm gonna read a few of y'all's comments and then I'm gonna get the fuck off of here. But y'all stay tuned because I'm definitely sending my response back. I'm definitely replying.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, and I don't got no fucking hush money for the 100th time.
Uh-oh.
All right, boy. And next time.
Okay, so that is the end of the live, and that will conclude our live. Guys, so let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think Tory shot Meg? Do you think Meg is lying? I think the truth is in between both of their stories, and I actually cannot wait until the trial occurs so we can get the facts of the case. It's going to be very interesting to see what is divulged and what comes to light. But if Meg is lying, do you think something should happen to her? Do you think there should be some repercussions or ramifications to the lies that she potentially are telling? And then if Tory actually shot Meg, how much time do you think he should get? Okay, how much time do you think Tory should get if you know, if he actually shot Meg? So anyways, with that being said, guys, we're going to go ahead and get up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody who joined in on the live. Make sure when you watch the playback, you comment to continue the discussion. But we're going to go ahead and let Genquavia send us off. So you already know what it is, man. Have a great Saturday. Peace.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Medgar Evers, and it's a very tranquil scene compared to just a couple hours ago where a drive-by shooting
just took place. Excuse me. I'm getting live updates as we speak. I've just been updated to the amount of casualties from this drive-by shooting, and I'm getting reports that 2 people were actually declared deceased and 27 others were shot and injured but are in stable condition. And although we must pray for the families of the fallen, we must also praise God for the aim of the super gremlin. If you want to know more about the victims of this crime, make sure you add BGZM News 17 on Patreon at www.patreon.com/blackgenzmindset. Also, don't forget to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and comment on the video to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this gun violence in the streets. For more hard-hitting news coverage from the community, by the community, I'm Genquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
And cut.
All right, dog. Let's get the out of here before these niggas come back.
Whoa. Yo.
Whoa.
Ain't that nigga Jay?
Nah, that ain't me. That ain't me.
He just went live
That ain't
with
me.
that funky ass
Yeah, that's that nigga.
That's
not me.
Hey, get that nigga.
Genquavius
Hey,
Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia. Pray for me.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. But I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.